In August 2005, an old woman named Daisy is at the hospital because she doesn't have much time left. Although she's clearly in pain, she hears the train and tells her daughter Caroline the story of how they built the station back in 1918. After losing his son in the war, a blind clockmaker put all his energy into making a wonderful clock that was hung on the station the day of the inauguration. When the clock was revealed, everyone was shocked to see it was running backwards. The clockmaker explained that he made it that way as a memorial for those who lost their sons during the war, so they could hope to see them come back. Afterward, the clockmaker was never seen again. Then Daisy asks Caroline to get a certain diary from her bag and read it to her. The diary belongs to Benjamin Button and the first entry starts in 1985, explaining that sharing his story is his last will. It all starts in 1918 right after World War I ends. While everyone celebrates outside, Thomas rushes to check on his wife, who dies after giving birth. Then Thomas checks on the baby boy and is horrified by what he sees. Panicking, he grabs the baby and rushes out of the house. The baby won't stop crying as Thomas runs to the river, where he considers drowning the baby. However, a cop sees him and starts chasing him. Thomas runs as fast as possible and hides in dark street, where he sees a pretty house. He abandons the baby on the steps together with all the money he can find in his pocket. While Thomas leaves, a couple comes out of the house and accidentally steps on the baby, making him cry. Queenie opens the blanket and discovers the baby looks like an old infant. Her boyfriend thinks they should go to the police, but Queenie picks the baby up and takes him to her room, hiding him in her drawer. Then she calls a doctor, who examines the baby and discovers many issues, nearly blind from cataracts, arthritis, and osteoporosis. The doctor doesn't think the baby will survive for long. Queenie decides the baby is a miracle and decides to keep him, so she goes upstairs and introduces him to the tenants of the retirement home she works in. She calls him Benjamin and says he's her sister's child. The elders aren't scared by Benjamin's looks and find him cute. However, Benjamin is strong and doesn't die as the doctor says. As years pass, his body grows although he still looks like an old man. Because he lives in a retirement home, he doesn't find his own looks weird, he just thinks he looks